Hello there, family. I have a little message to share, and I haven't really done any videos like this ever before, but I'm feeling really guided to just share a little message, and that is, as these next couple of months unfold, so many more disclosures are going to be coming, and it's going to get a really kind of heightened amount, like you could say, around the end of October, as this cometary interstellar object, as it's being called, is coming closer and closer into our solar system and closer to the sun, and all of the effects that we'll have and the awarenesses that are coming into play that would be logical for the mass population to kind of have a deduction to say, hey, it's not behaving like a comet. Scientists are now more and more getting on board with this idea that it's definitely not behaving like anything we've seen before. Therefore, what's going on? And I think after some time through September this month and even early October, that will be kind of be the heralding into this soft disclosure that has been occurring regarding putting the puzzle pieces together. All right, there's some non-human intelligence that's guiding this, whatever it is, and maybe they won't come out and say it at that point, but they'll be saying an acknowledgement of, we don't know how this is working. This kind of thing, I think, is very likely to occur. So the message that I'm feeling very compelled to share with you for all the awakened starseeds is to please don't go into the I told you so's. Please don't go into judgments. Don't go into I'm right, and everybody thought we've been talking about this for years and we were just the conspiracy theorists and all this. That actually is going to be really hard on a lot of these people who might be having a lot to sit with, and I think all of you can relate in some way. You probably know people already that are sitting on the fence about things like that, but yet maybe their religious backgrounds don't allow them to think about those things, and so the old narrative of we are alone in the universe has kind of taken a background, yes, in their life. They've just kind of adhered to that and all of the ideas about certain things. So remember, this is a major turning point with that awareness. Even though we don't really, those who know about our cosmic family don't need the disclosure really, but it is a massive crossing of a threshold for our collective. So I think it's important to have compassion, patience, even patience, and to stay grounded in whatever spiritual practices that you do, whatever makes you feel centered, steady, is going to be the most important, as maybe the rest of the world starts to go into a little bit of, there might be some friction in the field, so to speak. So that's going to be extremely important that we hold that space like the tree, steady. When the wind is blowing, it's still grounded and steady. And that's going to help accelerate. We can be a listening ear, but we don't need to kind of like unleash the vault of all the information that we know and just kind of like dump it onto people when they're going to have maybe a lot to assimilate with what's being on the world stage disclosed in a soft way first. I don't think they're going to say it's extraterrestrials first, but they're going to say maybe something like non-human intelligence or some sort of, we don't know what's guiding this, but it's something that we're not aware of. That could be just enough to create the logical deduction that it's another intelligence. And So I think all the way to September, through September and October, as this object gets closer and closer into our solar system and towards the sun, and as it goes behind the sun, there may be some interesting happenings after October that will take place that will definitely show that it is definitely not a comet. So the introductions up until that are going to be more and more accelerating this awareness, but I think it's interesting to see how it unfolds. I think it's also important to hold flexibility for timing of it all, but just know that this trajectory and the outcome is assured. This is definitely going to be part of the slow introductions to the awareness of our cosmic family. So stay grounded, stay steady, keep your seatbelt on, hold on to your hats.